It's 2 a.m. The world around you is silent. Your room is dark, your pillow is soft, and your body is exhausted. Everything is ready for sleep. But inside your head, the lights are blindingly bright, and the show is just beginning. Suddenly, you are back in that meeting from 3 days ago. You see the face of the person who insulted you. You feel that heat in your chest again. And this time, in the safety of your mind, you finally say the perfect thing. You deliver the ultimate comeback. You win the argument. But then, a minute later, you think of an even better reply, and you replay the scene again and again. Your heart rate goes up, your muscles tense. You are fighting a war that ended days ago with a person who is probably fast asleep right now, not thinking about you at all. Welcome to the world of mental chewing gum. Today we're going to talk about why we do this to ourselves, and more importantly, how to finally spit it out and get our peace back. You're watching Mental Shield. Let's look into the mirror.
Why do we call it mental chewing gum? Because, like real gum, you keep chewing and chewing, but you get zero nutrition from it. There is no result. No matter how many times you replay that conversation, the past doesn't change. Our brain is a problem-solving machine. When we experience a conflict or a social failure, our brain marks it as an unfinished task. It thinks that if it replays the scene one more time, it will find a solution that fixes everything. It's trying to protect us, to make sure we're prepared for next time. But here is the trap. You cannot solve a problem that is no longer there. You are using 100% of your current energy to power a ghost. You are funding a memory. And as we discussed in our last video about the observer effect, where your attention goes, your life flows. Right now, your life is flowing into a dead past. You are literally feeding a shadow while your real life, your real rest, is starving. Most of the time, we chew this gum because we feel a sense of injustice. We want to be understood. We want the other person to admit they were wrong. We want the world to be fair. But let's be very honest here. Even if you win the argument in your head 1,000 times, that person will never hear you. They won't suddenly wake up tomorrow and apologize because you spent your night suffering. By replaying the scene, you are effectively letting that person live in your head rent-free. You are giving them the keys to your bedroom. You are letting them steal your sleep, which is your most precious resource for recovery. Is that fair to yourself? You are punishing yourself twice for something that only happened once. The first time was the actual conversation. The second, third, and 100th times are what you are doing to yourself right now. You are holding the hot coal of that argument, waiting for it to burn the other person. But you are the only one whose hand is blistering. So, how do we stop? How do we break the loop when the brain refuses to let go? First, we need to externalize the thought. Your brain keeps replaying the scene because it's afraid it will forget the lesson. Give it a safe place to live outside of your skull. Get out of bed, take a piece of paper, not your phone, a real piece of paper, and write down everything you want to say. Be messy, be angry. Write the insults, the arguments, the pain. When it's on paper, your brain feels a sense of relief. It's archived. You've moved the data from your active RAM to an external hard drive. Second, give yourself permission to be unfinished. Tell yourself, yes, this situation is unresolved. Yes, they might still be wrong, but I am choosing to be okay with it being messy for tonight. You don't have to win today. You don't have to have the last word.
Sometimes the ultimate win is simply choosing your peace over being right.
If the thoughts keep coming back, use the physical interrupt. The mental chewing gum happens in the clouds of your mind. To stop it, you must come back down to the ground. Change your physical state. Flip your pillow to the cold side. Get up and drink a glass of water. Focus entirely on the feeling of the water in your throat. Use the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 technique. Name 5 things you see in the dark, 4 things you can feel, the blanket, your breath, 3 things you hear, 2 things you smell, and 1 thing you can taste. This isn't just a distraction, it is a command to your energy. Come back here. Come back to the present. Stop funding the ghost. Remember, you are the observer. You are the one watching the thoughts, which means you are not the thoughts themselves. If a movie is playing on the screen that makes you feel sick, you don't have to keep watching. You can walk out of the theater. Your peace is expensive. Don't sell it for the cheap satisfaction of a mental argument that leads nowhere. The person from your past doesn't have the power to keep you awake. Only your attention to them has that power. Tonight, when the theater lights go up and the old arguments start to play, look at the screen and say, "I've seen this one before. It has a terrible ending. I'm going home." Take back your night. Guard your rest like it's a treasure, because it is. If you found this helpful, subscribe to Mental Shield. Let's figure out how to navigate this reality together, one quiet night at a time. Sleep well. You've earned it.